Welcome to A Guide to Every Deck in EDH. Today we're looking at Go-Shintai of Life's Origin, or the Shrine Tribal deck. So Go-Shintai of Life's Origin is a 4-mana green creature, but it has WUBRG in its cost, so we can play all 5 colors. It's a 3/4 Shrine creature, and it says, WUBRG tap, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and whenever it or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. Now, if you're at all familiar with shrines, you know they are enchantments that have some sort of trigger or ability that is exponentially multiplied by however many shrines you have. But with that said, even though there are some good shrines, we're not just going to play every single shrine. A lot of them do suck. In fact, the majority of them suck, so we're only playing the good ones. So to get all the shrines out of the way right off the bat, we have Go-Shintai of Hidden Cruelty, which is pay 1 on end step, destroy a creature with toughness X or less, where X is the number of shrines you control. Shared Purpose is pay 1 to create a 1/1 spirit token for each shrine. Fondant of Infinite Rage automatically triggers on our upkeep to deal damage to a creature or player equal to the number of shrines. Fondant of Life's Web is upkeep, make 1/1s per shrine. Fondant of Night's Reach, an opponent discards for each shrine. Fondant of Seeing Winds, we draw for each shrine. Sanctum of Calm Waters is pre-combat main. You draw X, where X is the shrines, and if you do, discard a card. So you can draw as many cards as you have shrines, and you only ever discard 1. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest is a ramp spell that ramps you for as many times as you have shrines. And then Sanctum of Stone Fangs drains opponents' life totals per shrine. And then finally, Sanctum of All is a WUBRG shrine, and it says at the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine card and put it onto the battlefield. If you do search your library this way, shuffle. And if an ability of another shrine you control triggers while you control 6 or more shrines, you double the trigger. There's also Roaming Throne over here, which, while technically not a shrine, we can make it a shrine, and then it will double the triggered abilities of creatures that are shrines. Aside from that, we do have a few combos that combo with the fact that Go-Shintai can recur enchantments from our graveyard. So the combos are explained up here, but mainly they are our commander plus second chance, or our commander plus intruder alarm plus something that can sacrifice an enchantment like Oratog and Faith Healer, plus Bloom Tender, Fabor Elder, or Gigantha, anything that can generate WUBRG, basically. So to explain that, second chance is an enchantment that says during your upkeep, if you have 5 or less life, you sack it and you take an extra turn. So if you do have 5 or less life, you take an extra turn, then you can use Go-Shintai to return this to the battlefield. You take infinite turns. And the next one is a combo involving Intruder Alarm. Then we need either Faith Healer or Oratog, a card that can sack an enchantment. And then we need either Bloom Tender or Fabor Elder, and have all 5 colors in play so that these can tap for WUBRG, or Gigantha. And Gigantha we are actually able to run as a companion because none of the cards in our deck actually stop the color pip restriction on Gigantha. So we finally found it, a commander deck that can run one of the companions. So to explain, we basically have one of these cards that has a WUBRG adding ability. We then have sacking an enchantment. So we sack the enchantment, Go-Shintai, assuming that enchantment is a creature, Go-Shintai can be activated. So we pay, we make 5 WUBRG mana, we activate Go-Shintai, we return the enchantment creature to the battlefield, triggers Intruder Alarm, untaps one of these guys. We can then sack that card, tap for WUBRG again, and it allows us to infinitely have untaps with Intruder Alarm. So if we have anything that triggers on an enchantment, entering, dying, being sacrificed, whatever, we generate an infinite combo. If we have any other creatures that generate mana, then we get infinite mana off of the Intruder Alarm. We also have here Squirrel Nest, which we can use to enchant a land, and this is going to be an infinite combo with Earthcraft if we have that. Or if not, we just have it as another enchantment that we can use. Also, if we can turn the enchanted land into a creature, we can then use the Squirrel Nest in combination with the Intruder Alarm combo. And we have Weaver of Harmony to double triggered or activated abilities of enchantments. And it similarly will go infinite with Intruder Alarm if we just keep untapping it and have the extra green to pay each time. Then for the rest of the deck, so aside from all these shrine and enchantment combos, we've just got general other stuff that works very well. So Ledger Shredder, Skullclamp and Sylvan Library, and Esper Sentinel and the One Ring, and Mystic Armor and Rhystic Study. We have a few counter spells. We've got a little bit of fast mana, hypothetically to get Go-Shintai into play faster, or Rhythm of the Wild. Bunch of lands. This is going to be a very expensive mana base with all of the revised duels and the fetches to go grab them, but you could tone down how expensive this is by not playing revised duels and instead playing shock lands. There's also the fact that we're playing straight up rainbow stuff like Forbidden Orchard, that we don't care that we're making a 1/1 on our opponent's side of the board because we're a combo deck and we're just going to do that anyway, so the 1/1 isn't that important. We obviously want a bunch of ways of protecting our combo, making it so that our opponent can't counter us, can't remove our spells. So we have cards like City of Solitude and Teferi so that we can't get messed with on our turn, Sterling Grove and Greater Oromancy to protect all of our enchantments, and so on. Bunch of ramp. We do need to ramp. Bunch of removal spells. And then some tutors. And I can't stress this enough, it is so nice that we've finally found a deck that we can put Giganta in as a companion. But with all that said, that is going to do it for Go-Shintai of Life's Origin in EDH.